Welcome to Warhammer Warscroll Review. In this video we will cover the different uses of the ever-present green skin, Grots.
Warscroll Review.
Grots. You might know them as goblins, night goblins, or even noblars. But now they're all just Grots. There are 3 different variations of Grots, so be sure which one you're using and which keywords it has when building your army. The War Scrolls are slightly different, but we're going to focus on the Moon Clan Grots because they're better, more versatile, and more popular. The other 2 are very similar, but have generally worse equipment and can't hide Grot fanatics in their ranks. Grot stats and weapons are garbage, but you're getting 20 for 120 points, so you shouldn't be expecting much. Remember, the other 2 variants are 100 points if you want to cheap out and not buy your green men hoods. They go up to units of 60, meaning you could spend up to 360 points on just one unit. The Moon Clan Grots have a few weapon options. They can either take a stab or spear, both with shield, a barbed net, or a Moon Clan bow. To be fair, they all have their uses, but the barbed net is probably the best option, which is likely why it was limited to just 3 out of 20 as per the Destruction FAQ. Barbed nets cause models in 2 inches to subtract 1 from to hit rolls in combat. This is actually a pretty powerful ability considering the Grot's role is holding up enemy units. Put the nets in the front of the unit and cover as much frontage as possible. Poke and spears complement the nets fairly well. Use them behind the nets to get as many attacks as possible sent into the opponent. With the backstabbing mob special rule, the Grots will add +1 to wound if there are 20 or more models in the unit, and +2 to wound if there are 30 or more models. With spears come shields, and the Moon Shield increases the Grot's save to 5 up in a unit of 10 or more. This couples well with the Bad Moon Icon Standard Bearer option. This adds an additional +1 to save rolls against shooting attacks, giving the Greenskins a respectable 4-up save. All this together makes Moon Clan Grots surprisingly durable for their price point. They can fill the role of Tar Pit or Chaff very well. Rampaging Destruction and Ravager will help the Grot's blocking, harassing, and tar pitting ability by giving them more mobility to choose targets. Plus the chance to use the move to retreat from combat is extremely beneficial. If the opponent denies the Grots the unit they wanted, the Grots can use their battle trait move to get out of combat, to reposition and charge where they needed. Along with Ravager, Bellowing Tyrant could be helpful in alleviating the low to hit values, but it only works on 1 unit, so it's probably only going to be helpful if you're running a unit of 60 goblins. The Grot Warboss's command ability is pretty neat. Select a unit, and on 6s to wound, their attacks inflict double damage. This is especially advantageous when they have 30 models or more, triggering the ability's double damage on a 4-up. Remember, both of these benefits work with Grots carrying Moonclaw bows. It's not quite a Cunning Ruck, but 60 arrows that cause double damage on a 4-up to wound isn't bad. Skarsnik, the Compendium Hero War Scroll, has an especially good command ability that allows a unit of Grots to pile in and attack twice in the next combat phase, and it lets them ignore the next Battle Shock test. And for all the Grot units you may not have shielded with his command ability, Skarsnik can lay traps. He has an ability that can deal out mortal wounds when the Grots inevitably flee from Battle Shock. And while both these command abilities are solid, Inspiring Presence will still give the Grots a significantly better chance at survival. Now there is a Compendium Battalion called the Great Moon Clan, which seems pretty good, but its legality is apparently in question. It includes most of the Night Goblin War Scrolls, but not their updated names. It gives them all +1 bravery and an extra attack on a 6 to hit. It also does something if you're wearing a hood or win a staring contest, but I'm just going to skip that. Since this battalion includes most of an army, it might be fun to use the Gordrak's command ability on it and let the Gobos wreak some havoc. One of the best ways to enhance Moon Clan Grot's threat level is not in augmenting their abilities, but in hiding a Grot fanatic or 2 or 6 within them. These deploy near the chosen unit at the beginning of an enemy combat phase, and can then charge in before the enemy has a chance to charge your Grots. This is another really great way to protect them. The fanatics not only do high damage, but they can deny the opponent the opportunity to charge the pivotal Grot unit holding that objective. Fanatics are a physical deterrent and a mental one, because a player who knows that a unit of Grots could have a Fanatic in them might just avoid them entirely. Grots, especially Moon Clan Grots, are well used on the battlefield. They were the main battle line for 2 of the top 5 players for Blood and Glory 2016. Seeing Moon Clan Grots with Fanatics hidden amongst them is a popular sight. Don't get taken off guard if you're facing them. Ask the opponent if they have Fanatics, and if they do some educated guessing on which unit they put them in. A lot of players include 1 Fanatic in each unit of Grots, just as a protection from a charge. Prepare to possibly lose a chance to charge them as you eat a cannonball-wielding, shroom-tripping goblin to the face. If they don't have Fanatics, it's smooth sailing, but try to avoid nets as much as possible. Remember they affect models in 2 inches, not units, so just pile in a way that gets them out of the bubble. Grots are easily a 4 out of 5. While the Git Mob and Gutbuster variants are lacking behind a bit, 20 wounds for 100 points is sufficient, and the Moon Clan Grots easily make up for their higher price point. How do you use Grots? Which variant is your favorite? What Warscroll would you like to see covered next on the channel? Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.